Aloha Libra and welcome to Kamaboko Tarot. Mahalo nui loa for joining me. Libra, we're going to be doing a 5-card themed spread for the month of January 2023. And can you believe it that it's 2023 already? So happy new year 2023 to you, Libra. And hopefully it is filled with a lot of fortune and blessings. So just going to get the cards here all set up. I am using the tried and true Rider-Waite Tarot. So let's go ahead and see what awaits you for this particular month. So you do have the 8 of Stones skill, 7 of Vessels mourning, the Page of Bows stoat, the Queen of Stones bear, and the Green Man. So I actually really like this spread here, Libra. It's kind of interesting. I'm just noticing it that many of the individuals or creatures that are on this particular card, they're kind of looking in the right direction. And I'm not saying that this is a timeline from the beginning of the month to the end of the month, but it is interesting that they're kind of mostly looking here towards the Green Man. So I feel like perhaps maybe this particular month here for you, Libra, that you're going to be focusing a lot on things that really energize you. What brings you satisfaction? What motivates you to move forward and beyond? The Green Man here is Mars type of energy. It's that really action-oriented type of energy here, fiery energy. And it's interesting. I mean, like traditional astrology, Mars also rules the water sign of Scorpio, which I feel is very kind of deep type of, not necessarily latent energy, but very deep, not grounded, but very deep energy. But regardless, Aries and Scorpio, the two domiciles of Mars, which again I feel is related to the Green Man, they're very, I would say, action-oriented type of signs here. And I feel like this coming up here for you, Libra, again, to me feels like you're really working towards action. You're working towards building up that energy to really ignite you into the direction, into the things that, again, motivate you, things that really bring you pleasure, joy, happiness, things of that nature. And I feel like you're putting in a lot of work here, a lot of hard work and dedication. You have the 8 of Stones skill card. So whatever it is that you're working towards, I feel like you're extremely dedicated to that as well. You do have the 7 of Vessels mourning card, which is kind of interesting here to have. And I wonder if perhaps for some of you here, Libra, that you've kind of experienced maybe a down point here or downward turn just recently. I don't necessarily know what it is, although I do feel like that perhaps may have kind of come into play here recently. And I feel like this type of energy is still a little bit, is lingering somewhat. What I will say though is with the 7 of Vessels mourning card, you can kind of see in the background here that there's a sunrise coming up. You got some light pink skies in the background, and that represents new beginnings. It represents moving on to a brighter, better future. So I do feel like you're overcoming that perhaps maybe downward part in your recent, journey here, and you're moving on to something that is much more pleasant for you. Perhaps you found something that is pleasant, right, for you. You also have the Page of Bows stoat. Page of Bows stoat is synonymous to the Page of Wands. So that very enthusiastic type of energy, kind of like going and wanting to explore, trying new things. So maybe perhaps for you here at Libra, this particular month is going to be not necessarily trial and error, but more of like kind of exploring, like what is it that makes you tick? Have you thought of trying something different, right? Have you explored things that perhaps you maybe once thought was a little bit lack of a better term, taboo that's coming to my head here. So I feel like you're really going to be exploring and kind of like broadening your horizon, if you will, on things that maybe you had a little bit of interest in, but was a little bit hesitant to kind of explore that. You also do have the Queen of Stones bear, so I do feel like a lot of focus on your resources, and could be material related, financial related. So I do feel that perhaps maybe kind of getting things in order for you is going to be a good time, or perhaps maybe one of the main focuses for you at this time here, Libra. But again, I feel like these things that you're doing here are leading up because of the energy that you have, that you want to use, not necessarily exploit, but more of just use to your benefit, so that way you can feel accomplished and perhaps satisfied as well. So Libra, really like this reading here for you. So please enjoy your month of January 2023. And until next time, malama pono and hui ho.